What's happening, Hoodlum gang? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Hoodie from the Hood, aka your friend from that big O N, aka the neighborhood Hoodlum. Welcome back to my channel. Hey, if it's your first time being here, you might not know what to do. Allow me to assist you. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to become a member of the Hoodlum gang. Like the video, comment below, share the video, hit the notification so you can be notified whenever I drop this real raw, uncut content, which I will be doing all year and for the foreseeable future. Yeah, I said foreseeable. And going over to IG and follow me at Hoodie from the Hood on Instagram. Now check it out. This video is, I pretty much done touched on this before. I don't think I made a full length video about it, but I have touched on it here and there, so I'm just going to reiterate some of the things that I've already been saying about the topic at hand. Shout out to OG ENT, shout out to Gangster. He had just made a video, and that's what kind of re-sparked the idea of having this conversation, considering the recent events going on. Like I said, OG ENT, go subscribe to his channel if you ain't been over there. Another channel that keep it unbiased, real raw and uncut, like this channel. You know, I'm only gonna point you in the right direction of other YouTubers who I feel is in the same category and boat as far as they pushing their content. Now, if y'all seen my video, not yesterday, I think it was the day before, about the loose cannon dude and Whack 100 going on No Jumper and doing what they did. You already know how I feel about Clout and all this going on, but you know, it ain't no sense in beating a dead horse. You know what I'm saying? Now, a dead rat, you know, it's a different story. So, with that being said, that's pretty much what Gangster was alluding to. He didn't put them in the title, nor did he say their name, but he said something that I felt like was real important. And like I said, I've said this before. He said, if people in your city or in your hood didn't know who you was until you got on the internet, then you's a nobody. And that's the reality for a lot of these dudes, man. YouTube, social media gives people the option of having a voice that they never had in real life. They never had it in real life. So now they can create accounts and say whatever is on their mind. My thing is, if you have no history, no background, who are you to have an opinion on stuff that you've never even been through? This is why I don't be rocking with certain people, because I just know that they ain't did none of that, but they pointing the finger at everybody else and saying what they should have did or what they would have did had they been in that situation. But if you've been in the streets all these years and you ain't never had none of these situations, then you was never really in the streets, so your opinion is disqualified. Then you got the other people who make accounts and just troll because they know if they was to come out that the finger would be pointed back at them. And a lot of people can't take constructive criticism or just hate. They can't take it. So they won't put a face on their comments. They'll just say anything without no repercussions. And the next category I'm about to get into is almost as bad as them trolls. At least the people who I might not believe and don't respect, at least they put their face out there to where we know who they are. I could at least give them that, whether I rock with them or their content or not. Then you got the people who make these pages and it's just their voice, but they have an opinion about everything, stirring up controversy. Y'all know the channels. Y'all know the a black 4-door SUV pulled up and bam, y'all know. And what's the other dude? Stay safe and dangerous out there. Gone. Them types of people, they almost just as bad as the trolls, homie. They are just as bad as the trolls, homie. Because we don't even know who they are. We don't know their background. We don't know where they came from. Nobody can reference and see who exactly they are and if they ever stood on business, and if they standing on business, nothing. They just come on here and they just talk about what everybody else is doing, and y'all eat that up. People could say anything, homie. One thing about me is I'm not really gonna do too much talking outside of my lane, outside of what I know best. You know what I'm saying? You got a dude who told me, see, they changed my occupation all the time. I went from a janitor to now I drive forklifts, and it's like, who cares if I do? Why people be checking my pockets? Oh, you do this, and I do that, and I do that, and I do that. You don't know what I do on the side because you don't know me. On top of that, me giving my opinion on street stuff and people going on platforms and making themselves look goofy and dry snitching and all that. Last time I checked, I didn't need to be a baller to do that. Now, if I was out here giving people financial advice on what they need to invest in and how to save their money, then you probably could look at me some type of way. And even still, you don't know what I've been through in the past. Just because I'm doing something now, you don't know what I done did, what type of experience I got. But these are the goofballs. I can always spot the goofballs out in the comments acting like they bang or used to get in trouble and turn their life around. And maybe some of them did, but 9 times out of 10 they didn't. You could tell by the way they talk. If somebody really wanted to give you some game, he'd be like, yeah, man, I feel where you're coming from, brother. I was there before. This is what I did, whatever. But when they come out of left field and just start trying to assassinate your character, I already know what that is. You know what I mean? That's why I don't be taking people serious. And there's no disrespect to a lot of people that I just ain't really been responding to comments like that. Because for one, YouTube been kind of telling me that my comments been violating the community guidelines, and you know, I'm on thin ice, so you know, I just ain't really been responding. But it's a lot of nonsense in them comments anyways, so I just skip over it. You know what I'm saying? If I don't like something, I don't watch it. If it keep on popping up, I hit them 3 dots and tell YouTube, don't suggest this bullshit to me again, and I go on about my day. I'm not gonna watch the whole video and give you a piece of my mind. I'm trying to tell y'all, people who do that is the type of people who go into the restaurant and leave a view on real Karen type of stuff. Listen, homie, if I don't like it, I throw it away, and I'm not going back there. It's just that simple. I'm not finna go complain about your service and all that shit. But like I said, man, this is the era that we live in now, to where people are trying to find relevance that they never had in real life on the internet. This is why people will be controversial on purpose, and then as soon as you say something, the first thing they do is say, hey, let's get in the ring. Or they want to make 20 videos about you and keep going back and forth because they're trying to gain some notoriety and some relevance that they don't have in real life. Hey, man, hey, I've been on top of the ops list and the cops list way before I even got on the internet, buddy. And this is facts. That's not nothing to brag about. That's just what it is. It's a lot of people who would love to catch Hoodie Hood slipping. Meanwhile, these other dudes who be talking tough, they don't even have no ops. The only ops they have is the ones that they have created on the internet, homie, which are in different cities and different states. We don't take that type of stuff serious. Not no real ones. You got this dude, Loose Cannon, who I didn't know until yesterday that Spider-Loke said that he made a video trolling him back in 2006, talking about he knocked him out at the mall. You know what I'm saying? So, and then Spider-Loke said he reached out, whatever, got in touch with the dude. They ended up being cool for some years. So clearly, you can't trust what this dude says, especially if he's sitting next to Whack 100. Whack 100 is just as bad as Charleston White, a little bit worse. The reason why, because Charleston White's telling you he ain't street, he don't give a fuck about that street shit. This dude is trying to act like he is. Charleston White will tell you, I'll say anything, I'm a shock jock. And if y'all choose to believe it, that's on y'all. This dude will look you dead in your eyes and put it on Pyru and be lying. That's worse to me. That's way worse. But y'all keep believing these individuals, and for all the people who keep coming in my comments saying, well, what about Big U? What about Big U? And he's doing this and he's doing that. I don't know what Big U is doing. I don't pay that much attention. But I tell you this, and this is me being non-biased, not giving a fuck. If he is working with them people like that, well, we know he a part of the GRID program, but you've been working there for that long, you're getting money. They're not going to keep on giving you money unless you're assisting in some type of way. If you're not helping them at all, they're gonna snatch that from you. They're not just gonna give you free money, and they damn sure ain't gonna keep on giving you more and more money every year. So yeah, that is eyebrow raising. That's eyebrow raising. But hey man, you know, it's speculation from what I could see. But what they did was blatant snitching, homie. Whether he did that or not, you don't put shit like that on people. And I keep saying they because Wack stamped that. He heard that and thought it was a good idea to go say that in front of the world. He might as well have took Loose Cannon down to the precinct and said, hey, Lucy, hey, tell them that shit you was telling me earlier behind closed doors. He might as well have did that. And did you see his line of questioning? He was questioning like he really wants to be on that side of the law, or is. He was questioning like a detective, like a homicide detective. Look how many times he rephrased the question and tried to get him to double down, which he did, because he's Loose Cannon's a goofball. So he kept on. So you telling me he called you 30 minutes earlier? He called you too early before it happened. And then, like, come on, bro. Like, that's police shit. That's police tactics. It reminded me of, so you bought the beer at 11:15 for sure. You know you done fucked up, right? That's who he reminded me of. Like, come on, homie. I don't know. If y'all don't see it, I don't know what to tell you, man. I understand the majority of the world don't come from that world. So, you know, they don't necessarily comprehend what's going on, or they just go for who they like better, or they couldn't make it in the streets, so they make up excuses for people who fall out of favor because they fell out of favor, or they've already ratted, so they're gonna just go with anybody who's doing rat shit because they are one. That's the majority of the world. See, the real ones is in the minority now. People look at you for standing on business, for having morals, for having integrity, for not participating in the bullshit. They're gonna look at you weird. But you gotta maintain true to who you are, and you can't let this internet turn you into something you're not. But then again, if it does, then that's who you was in general. It's just like money, man. They say money don't change you, it just highlights who you already are. So if you already this type of person, and then you get access to unlimited funds or connections with higher up people, bro, you just gonna really start showing who you are, because you don't care at that point. But anyways, man, that's my video for today. I need to slide back up in here, get up on that forklift, and yeah, man, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. It's your boy Hoodie from the Hood, aka your friend from that big old N, aka your friendly, not so friendly neighborhood hoodlum. And we're gonna keep on hitting y'all with that raw, real, uncut content all year and beyond. Oh, and if the content you watching don't remind you of the content that you just watched, you need to reevaluate what you just watched and who you watching, and probably unsubscribe. But anyways, I'm out.